Alright, good morning everyone. This is Christian with Kinetic Events, and today I'm excited to show you our new sound system. This is just one of the 6 boxes that we just ordered, and we've got 4 QSC KW181s and 2 QSC KW153 loudspeakers. They're probably one of the best loudspeakers you can buy for about $1,500 a box. So we're going to crack them open. I've already cut the tape on this one just to make sure everything was all good for the FedEx guy, but I haven't done anything else beyond that. So we're going to go ahead and open this up and see exactly what's inside. So as we get to this first part, there's a cardboard covering over everything. And as you pull it out, you can see it's about like six sheets of cardboard thick. And this is so if it does any hard landing and shipping, it'll be absorbed by the cardboard and not speaker. Speaking of the speaker, here it is. This is the QSC KW181. As I mentioned earlier, 135 dB output. Sounds really great. Lots of DSP, signal processing. Manual is attached right there. And this little guy, I don't know if you can see him right there, this little green 90-degree adapter is something that is for the remote gain control. So you can control the gain of the speaker without having to actually be by the speaker. So if it's underneath a bunch of like staging or anything like that, you can, control it remotely. So I'll pull the plastic off here. And there she is. I think it's 18 millimeter birch ply. Smells really good right now. But the best way that I've found to get this out, tip it on its face, or actually not on its face, on its back, on the caster wheels. So once you get to this part, then you just take the plastic, grab one handle, roll it out. Leave the plastic behind. There you have it. There's the QSC 181. Comes with a little placard in 2 languages for you bilingual or Spanish or English speaking folk. Just a couple of the features: 1000 watts, obviously, KW. 18-inch subwoofer, 135 dB, like I mentioned earlier, all the way down to 35 hertz, which is really, really low, lightweight, 88 pounds. I used to have the QSC HPR 181i, I think is what it's called. And those were really heavy. I think those were like pushing 130 almost. So this is almost 50 pounds lighter. It's a lot smaller form factor. And we'll see how it sounds in comparison, because I love the HPRs and I wish they were still around. But we'll see if that wish is still a wish after I plug these in and power them up. Some other stuff that comes in the box. This also comes with the QSC 181. It is the screw-in pole for the top of the sub, so you can stick it in there and then mount a speaker right on top. And then lastly in the box, taped to the bottom, we have 2 different power adapters. This power adapter is probably one that you're not used to seeing. This is for, I believe, the EU, European customers. And then finally, the other power adapter we get in the box is something that looks a little more familiar to an American like myself. It's a 3-prong, not plong, adapter Edison connector with IEC on the other end, locking IEC connectors. I'll show you how that works in a second. And here we have the QSC KW153 loudspeakers. These are the tops that we're going to be using with the KW181s. And again, I just slipped the top to make sure nothing was damaged. Box looks pretty good for coming from FedEx, honestly. I'm pretty impressed. But thankfully QSC has like almost 3 inches of air and cardboard around the speakers when they ship them. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. Same deal as the KW181, about six layers of really, really thick cardboard. take that off. Plastic again. And then different about this one is we have this styrofoam cover on the top. Kind of cool, I guess. And then here we have it. There is the speaker. This is a 75-degree conical speaker. So instead of a typical typical loudspeakers are about 90 degrees dispersion. This is a lot narrower, by about 15 degrees. So that means more pressure in a concentrated area. And then up here, of course, we have the M10 mounting holes. So you can put eye bolts in here, hang them from a ceiling, do whatever you want with them. I gotta figure out a creative way to get this out of here without scratching it. So there she is. Turn around the front so you can see her. Full glory. Pretty tall speaker. I'm 6'4", so this comes up to right about my hip, so 3.5 feet tall. Big speaker. Really nice looking though. So we got the subs lined up, and now it's time to put on the tops. And to get them a little higher in the air and make them more clear, better to hear, QSC has included these poles to mount in the top right here of the KW181i. I think they're about I think they say they're 28 inches long or 30 or something like that. So just brought it out of the box. It's covered in plastic and comes with a little screw tip right here. So put this in, you get the speakers up. All right, so here is the back of the KW153. You can see it's actively cooled. When it gets too hot, this fan turns on. Here's basically the mixer section of the back of the speaker, and then here is the lock and connect to this little yellow guy. The little tab that you push in. Fits right in here. Can you get that? Blue to blue. It's awesome. So all you have to do, plug it in, and it's not coming out unless you press on that yellow tab. Press it in, pull it out. That easy. So enough talking about this one. Let's get it set up.